Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the last episode of using this website, at least for the time being. Um, this one is a variation where it is an infinite scroll. So if I keep going here, you can see they load in as I scroll until I guess here's the last one. What happens is with our script, if we run it as is, you will see. Okay, I'll run this. It will load. Okay, it just happened. We only get the first 10, right? Because it doesn't scroll at all. So here's that in this form. Okay, just exactly as we would expect, just the first 10. And we don't want to do that, right? So there's a couple ways of doing this. I'll just show kind of the easiest one, I would say. And that is just by using this right here. So this, remember, evaluate function just runs basically JavaScript inside of the body. So I'll show you what that does. If we open up our DevTools, we go to console. This is just a function. So it can do, like we're calling window.scroll to 0. We scroll to the bottom of the page is basically what this does. So when I run that, you see we scroll to the bottom of the page, but now there's more bottom of the page, right? Because I guess it looks like there's some console logging here. So if I keep doing this, here we go. It keeps scrolling, it keeps loading, and then eventually it keeps going to the bottom. So I could just do that like 10 times, and then basically that scrolls to the bottom. We're out of scrolling, or whatever I think is reasonable. So why don't we just do that? So let's do let I. Oops, sorry. For let I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. So this is essentially what we're doing is 10 full pages of data is what we want. Okay, and then we'll just scroll there. Boom, and then run this script. So if we run this, what we can see, okay, yep, that was pretty quick. And it looks like it did not wait. Let me check on that one moment. Okay, I know what the problem was. It would scroll to the bottom of the page, but we need to wait a second for it to get the new data. So now I just added a manual wait. So here it'll scroll to the bottom, wait 1 second, and then try again here. So as you can see, here it goes, boom. It's going to keep going, and it looks like now it's out, but it's going to continue to try, right? And then there you go, and boom, there's all of our quotes, right? It looks like there was 100 of them. If we go here, let's reload. We can see here they all are, exactly as we would expect. Now, that this is a little sloppy, right? The waiting is sloppy. If we look here, we can see in the network tab, if I refresh the page, it's actually just calling this endpoint directly. So honestly, what I would do is, and it might be because, yeah, I guess we're not even logged in. What I would probably just do is I would come to Automize. I would see, okay, it's calling quotes. And what I would do is we could just I would just pick JavaScript and then look at this. And then let's just get the response, right? And we don't care about anything else. And I can just copy this URL, run this anywhere I want, and then here it is. So here's our data right here. If I wanted page 4 or something like that, I could see it's right here, and I could do whatever I want with this in my scripts. So I could completely bypass the scraping part of this. Now, I'm going to assume that this is more complicated than that, and you're going to actually need to do this. But do keep in mind that generally when it's an infinite scroll, all it's doing is just making more network requests, which from there you can kind of just use Automize or whatever you want. The network tab is another way. Whoops. To see, here it is. This is the URL, and then here's that response. So that maybe that would be one way of doing it. Another way you could make this to be less bad is we could wait for the network request, wait for network request, which actually I'm pretty sure. Well, we saw it on the screen before I switched it to JavaScript, but Automize would generate that for you. And then the other thing you can do is we can modify this just a little bit to do that scroll height. So we can just get that scroll height. Okay. So this is basically like, how much we need to scroll. So we'll say it's going to scroll y is equal to like how much we would need to scroll. And then what we can do is we can tell Puppeteer, hey, why don't we just scroll there? So we can take our mouse wheel and scroll it that distance. So this is more realistic, right? But but still, I would probably still recommend just to use that network feature. And I'm sure we'll demo this on a real website. But yeah, so hopefully that kind of clarifies what infinite scrolling is and how you can scrape that. So thanks for watching this episode. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Video ideas, I'm always looking for. And feature requests for Automize, I would love to hear. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.